You see Jeff Nippard got hit in the throat. Yep, that's why I ended up getting caught up on Wes Watson, the fake alpha male. Who's Wes Watson? He's this goober that embarrassed himself a little while ago. We talked about him quite a bit. How did he embarrass himself? He's this guy. He's this loser. And this is like all people really know him for is this moment, just getting absolutely embarrassed. But he has like his own little community that he tries to tap into and squeeze a little money out of. The big thing right now, and the reason why I mentioned it, is Jeff Nippard, whom I'm sure a lot of you, if you ever look into like fitness content on YouTube, have come across. He's a really good channel for like science-based lifts and just like general advice on things. Like I think it's good for beginners and even like experienced lifters. It's just really interesting and good content. He seems like a really nice guy. And what happened recently is Jeff Nippard got like chopped in the throat by a guy named Michael Van Wyck, Big Mike Van Wyck, who's a real fucking goober. And everyone in the fitness industry chimed in on it. I don't know, I just typed in Jeff Nippard instead of like the incident. And everyone in the fitness industry started talking about it because it was a big deal. Nobody had ever really heard of Mike Van Wyck other than the time that he got absolutely mogged by a guy named Joey Stacks. And then Mike Van Wyck had an issue with Jeff Nippard because he didn't like that Jeff uses science when it comes to lifting. So he like insulted Jeff, and then Jeff made a response saying like, hey, look, you know, I still listen to big guys as well, of course, but I prefer, you know, looking into the science of lifts and why things work and stuff like that. And Mike got so butthurt and he is so insecure and such a little bitch that he went up to Jeff at a gym completely unprovoked. They had never interacted or anything. Unprovoked, walks up to him and just fucking chops him in the throat like an open hand monk palm strike. The juice like rotted his brain fully. Did you see the full CCTV footage? No, did that? Oh, it looks like that did come out. I did not see that. I don't know if I can watch it on YouTube since it's an actual assault, but I'll pull it up on the other monitor real quick. Okay, so here's the full, just raw. So it looks like Mike went up to him and provoked him when he was doing like some cable work, which made Jeff chuckle. I'm just skimming through. So now Jeff walks towards Mike saying something, and that's when Mike chops him in the throat. Okay, so Jeff did like walk over to him after the initial provocation. Mike's still completely in the wrong though, still looks like such a bitch. Oh, he actually, whoa, he chops him twice. I keep saying chopped. What he actually does is he just grabs him by the throat and like shoves him. But yeah, anyway, so Mike Van Wyck does all this to Jeff. The fitness community, of course, all clown on Mike because he looks like such a fucking loser here, like an insecure piece of shit. And then Wes Watson, the dude that I just mentioned, the guy that just embarrassed himself, and people only know him for how he embarrassed himself trying to intimidate a guy on a fake alpha male podcast or whatever the fuck it was. Wes is like, well, I mean, it's kind of Jeff's fault. When I went to prison for 10 years, because he loves to remind people that he went to prison, which is such a cool thing to flex about. He was just talking about why like Mike is right. Mike trying to sell merch from it too. Oh yeah, I saw that. He's made shirts where it was if you use me for content, you're gonna get it. And then on the back it says, we're not friends. So hard. So fucking hard. 40-year-old douchebag goes up and throat punches just some guy for not liking his science. Mike Van Wyck used to be Drake's bodyguard. Oh, I know, and he won't let you fucking forget it either. That's all he's got to his name. Being Drake's bodyguard. What percent of fitness influencers are juiced, do you think? Oh, brother, it's like 95%. Like, I'm just pulling a number out of my ass, but the overwhelming majority of the fitness influencers you see online are juiced out the mind. Out the wazoo. That's like the main barrier of entry to being a fitness influencer. You gotta be on gear, or at least a lot of them think you gotta be on gear to have that, like, crazy physique to stand out in the industry. Well, that's been a big conversational point for a while, Sadie. The amount of fitness influencers that are juiced, pretty sad to be honest. So many young guys probably have no idea these people aren't natural. Subsequently, they can't get those gains. Yeah. That's been a massive topic online for a while because of how prevalent it is. The vast, vast, vast majority are on gear. Even Jeff has to be on roids. I don't think Jeff Nippard is. I'm pretty sure he is natty. I don't know where you're getting that from. His physique is very, like, attainable. Shit like Mike is not. Jeff is 100% juiced. It's been proven. By who and where? Again, I'm very confident that Jeff is not. There's nothing about his physique that says any kind of gear at all. But I could be wrong. I don't know. Let's see. Don't know what conversations have been had about it, but it doesn't. I would be shocked. The big thing about Jeff is you have to remember I think he's 5'5". He's either 5'4" or 5'5". So when you're that size, you just look much bigger. You get like fucking popcorn muscles. From all at least the first search here, like just going through some of these sources, they're all saying that he is most likely natural. I'm not seeing anyone arguing that he's juiced or on any kind of stack. What's the biggest you've ever been in terms of weight? It was it was junior year of college. It was 150 for me. We talked about doing a steroids tier list, actually. Like, just get on gear for a couple months and see who gets the best gains. But that just fucks you for, like, your whole life. The side effects don't go away when you stop. So it's just not worth it. But I thought that was such a great idea.